Well, if there's a definition of redundant, I'm it. By the way, Josh, I'm representing the Pope. As Bonnie knows, Frank used to call me the only Catholic Jew he knew. To the grandchildren, there's not a one of us who knew Frank, and I knew him for serving him over 25 years. There's not a one of us who knew him who didn't know all of you. Until I had grandchildren, when I would try to match him, and then he'd stop. My wife says I'm the most obnoxious grandfather in the world. No, wrong. Frank was the most obnoxious. I have, as a lot of my colleagues have, I've spoken at more eulogies than I like to remember. I advise you all, you've already all broken the rule I advise people to observe. Never make a good eulogy. You'll be asked again and again and again. And by the way, Danielle, I knew Strom Thurmond so well, literally, I was asked to do his eulogy. I did his eulogy. This is a lot easier. But I want to tell you something. I knew Strom Thurmond well, and he would be proud of your recollection. He'd be proud the way you described it. So oh gosh, I'm about to get myself in trouble. We spoke about 2 hours, and he wanted to know, he wanted my advice, should he run again? What in the hell do you say to Frank Lautenberg when he says, should I run again? And even then, Frank was slowing a little bit, and he knew it. But I said, Frank, look, I think you'll win again, you run again. I think even Christie will vote for you. Thank God. Nobody, literally in history, has ridden Amtrak as much as me as a conductor. No? Over 8,000 round trips I have made, literally. 8,000 round trips between Washington and Wilmington. I never had a home or an apartment in 36 years in Wilmington. The conductors, who are like my family, as the Secret Service knows, because the worries the first time I got on Amtrak, Hillary, after being vice president, one of my good friends comes and said, Joey! And I thought he was going to get shot. You know, they grabbed my face, you know, like that. But as they'll tell you, they're still my buddies. And I took the train, as my colleagues know, every single day. I'd blow out of the Senate. I got it down to 7 minutes to make it to the train. And I sometimes miss the train. One day, I'm breaking my neck to get to the train. I am sprinting. And if you ever take Amtrak, just now ask anybody when you hit Washington Station, do they know Joe Biden? I guarantee you they'll tell you no, and they'll tell you a story about my trying to make the train. I am like those old commercials, running for the airplane, jumping over chairs. I'm carrying my bag, which seemed like my staff deliberately loaded down with weights to slow me down. And I swear to God, true story, I get up, conductor says, hey, Joe, hold up, don't worry, you're okay. We're holding it for Lautenberg. We're holding it for Lautenberg. In all those years, I never once asked them to hold a train for me.